Hi everyone! So new video today, and it's all about my April makes. It's going to be a really quick one because I want to get it uploaded. We are midway through the month. Today is Sunday the 15th of April, so I appreciate that it's a little bit late, and I'm still hopeful that I'm going to get everything done that I want to get done. So I'm going to start with the things that I've already made. So first of all, I bought these lovely rib knits from Fabric Godmother. As you can see, they're quite a lightweight knit, and I bought it in this blush pink, navy and also a light grey colourway, and I bought them with the intention of making some Nico tops by True Bias because it's her newest pattern and I really like it. And although we're just turning into spring, I wanted something relatively lightweight so I could keep wearing it. So I've made the pink one and the navy one. I have the grey one cut out, and yeah, this pattern, I really like it. I haven't had to make any adjustments, and yeah, I see more of them in my future towards the end of the year as we're coming into autumn. Excuse me. I also have cut out, as I said in my makes video, another of the Ostara t-shirts. I've actually got a black one and the pink floral that I made last month into an Ostara. I also have that in a buttery lemony yellow colourway as well, so I'm going to get that made. And yes, so those are the things that the other thing I have cut out is I also have cut out my Nina Lee Q dress. I'm going to make the option with the sleeves, I think that's what I cut out, yes, but the sleeves have a ruching effect here. I'm not going to go with that, I'm just going to do straight sleeves, but I really want to get that made this week because on Sunday next week I'm actually having a meet up with the Satisfaction bloggers at Satisfaction HQ. So we're going to celebrate the 1 year anniversary of Satisfaction as well, so it's going to be really exciting, and I would love it if I can get my dress made so that I can wear it to be a little bit fancy. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get that done. Like I say, it's all cut out and ready to go. It's just whether I can find the time to sew it, because I don't think it's going to be a particularly quick make. I don't think it's going to take me forever, but it has got a placket down the front and obviously buttonholes. So, and I don't really have any buttons, so I might have to source some buttons or either use covered buttons. I haven't quite decided. So yeah, and that's from the lovely, like I said, the Elderflower Press navy colourway of the Lisa Comfort fabric, which I purchased direct from Lisa Comfort. Also, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have already seen, I made some lovely Rowan Tee Hoodies. This is from the Titchy Threads pattern, the Rowan Tee. It's such a great pattern. It fits really well, and I made the straight size for 7-year-old. My twin boys are 7, and I didn't have to make any adjustments. This is the first time I made the hooded version, and I made it from some really lovely shark sweatshirting fabric that I got from the lovely Laura of Fabric Magpie. I have a feeling that she has sold out of this fabric currently, but if you're really desperate to get some, I think Fabric Godmother actually has some at the moment as well. But Laura at Fabric Magpie has got loads of other lovely fabrics, so I'll put the link down below so that you can hop over there and have a look as well. And I used, there's so many options with that pattern. It's really good value for money. It's a PDF. They also do copy shop versions with their patterns, and I chose for the ones that I made to do some contrasting cuffs. I didn't put kangaroo pockets on, and one of them has a stripe, a contrasting stripe down the back of the hood, so that we know who's a who's. And I used just some leftover scraps from the lovely Beatrice Pontaroma that I had from Satisfaction, which I made my Nina Lee South Bank dress out of, and I think that was in my February makes. I think it was February makes. Yeah, so I had some scraps left over and I just had enough for one of them. So I'll be showing that in my next, in my April makes. But needless to say, they turned out really well, and the fit is spot on. So I would thoroughly recommend Titchy Threads patterns for kids because it fits really good. So also with the Rowan Tee, my boys were doing some screen printing classes recently with I Printed That, and I'm going to put the link here because if you are anywhere near me, the lovely Rachel of I Printed That, she runs lots of classes in our area doing screen printing, and she's amazing. I've taken a class myself, loved it, but the boys took 2 classes which were hosted where I teach my sewing classes, and yes, they loved it, but we needed some white t-shirts for them to print designs on the front. So could I find 2 7-year-old plain white t-shirts anywhere? No, I couldn't. I looked in all the usual places for just some relatively cheap t-shirts and I couldn't find them. So what do? As usual, you decide to make your own. So again, I used the Rowan Tee pattern, and all I did was, because I didn't really have any spare fabric in my stash enough to make 2 t-shirts, I just purchased 2 ladies cheap t-shirts. I should have gone with men's, but it was as I was walking out the shop. 2 ladies t-shirts in the biggest size that I could find, and I cut them up and sewed them into kids t-shirts. So again, I am hoping that I'll be able to put a picture in my next video showing their designs because they turned out amazingly. So yes, I'll put the link to all of Rachel's website down below because it's amazing, and if you're into printing on fabric, it might be worth a look. Okay, so the other things that I haven't made which I've got planned are, first of all, and excuse it, it's really crumpled. I bought this really beautiful, and I love it, and I think it really complements my skin tone a lot, and it's really summery and springy, and I love it. But it's cotton from Cotton and Steel, and I think it's called, oh, it's actually called Beauty Shop. And I think on the Sew Me Sunshine website, which is where I bought it from, it's called Shower Cap, I think, but it's actually called Beauty Shop on the selvage. And yes, it's a cotton. I bought it originally to make a Carnaby dress to copy the lovely Joy of Joy Margot, but I am not confident that I can pattern match as well as she did. So I've decided, and I've only got 1.5 meters, so it doesn't give me a lot of pattern matching room to play with. So I've decided, because I've got 1.5 meters, it should be plenty, I'm going to make another Made by Ray Beatrice top. I've made it before. I made a chambray version, and I've also made a banana version, which I believe is in my January makes, if you fancy having a look at that. But yes, I'm going to make another one because I think it would really go well with jeans. I love the pink accents on it as well. I think it's really lovely. And made in the Beatrice top, I think it will look a little bit retro and a bit 70s, which obviously is right up my street. So yes, that's one thing I'm going to make. Another thing I'm going to make, and I've already got cut out, is very excitingly, I've been asked to pattern test the smiley pattern, which is going to be coming out when the magazine comes out. I'm not 100% sure of when it's going to be released, but I think it's pretty soon. So I've already made one, and just to show how much I like the pattern, I'm actually going to make another one, which I've already cut out, and I'm going to make it from this really lovely stretch velour that I purchased from Tea and Night Fabrics. I don't know if they still stock it. I bought this around Christmas time, and if you recall, I made it into a Paola, named Paola. I'll put a picture here if I can find it. And yes, really nice fabric. It's got a smooth back, kind of like a scuba, but yes, stretch velour on the front. I really love the colourway, as you can tell. I'm really loving my pinks at the moment. I think they go really well with denim and with navy. So yes, I've already cut it out, and it's a really lovely pattern. So I'm hoping, I've made a few changes just for my own personal preference, but the sample that I made previously, I made it as the pattern suggested, and I have worn it and I really love it. So yes, I'm going to make that, and hopefully that will be relatively quick, and as I know the pattern already fits, not too much fitting involved. The other thing, like I said in my last video, I think I have a gap in my wardrobe for t-shirts. So the Nico tops I've made have obviously filled a small gap, along with the Ostara t-shirts. But what I really want, as we're going into a bit of warmer weather, is some short sleeve tees. I really like, there's a seam work pattern, I think it's called the Jane, and that's kind of like a boyfriend style crew neck t-shirt, which I quite like. But what I really like is the So Over It Molly tee. It's got a kimono sleeve, it's got a really wide neckband, which I really like, and I just want to make, and it's also got a curved hem, sort of like a shirt tail hem, which I really like. So I've made, in a black viscose jersey, I've made the long sleeve version, and I wear it all the time. It's so comfortable, and the viscose gives it a really nice drape. I think that pattern is perfect for viscose jerseys. So last summer, I don't know if you'll recall, I purchased some viscose jerseys from Minerva Crafts. These were crazy cheap. I think they were $2.99 a metre when I purchased them. I don't know if they still have them, because I know when I bought these they had them in so many colours, and I went back to buy some more and they had limited stock. So I don't know if there will be restocking them, but they are really lovely fabrics. As you can see, they've got a lot of drape because of the viscose content. They are a two-way stretch, I think. Let me just check. Yep, two-way stretch, which is across the fabric, horizontally. So I'm going to make two Molly tees. I've got this grey, lovely marl grey, which I think would be perfect with jeans, and also I have it in just plain white, and who doesn't need a plain white tee in the summer? So yes, although this one, whilst I bought it at the same time and it was the same colour, the same range, it doesn't have as much drape. It feels more like it's got more cotton in it than the other, because the other one's quite slinky, but this one feels more cottony and it doesn't have as much stretch, but it's relatively lightweight. As you can see my hand through it, so I think it'd be just fine. So I'm going to give that a go. And what else have I got planned? I'm also pattern testing for the new Kokawawa pattern, which is really exciting, but I don't know when I'm going to get to show you that, because I believe it's not being released this month. I have a feeling it might be sometime next month, so I'm hoping to get that done, but obviously I can't tell you anything else about that. And I have also made a start on my McCall's Butterick I think. No, McCall's wide leg trousers, so I just have to put the zip in those, and I'm really hopeful I'm going to get those done as well. So I've only got 2 weeks, so it's quite a lot of sewing to get done in 2 weeks, but I think the t-shirts are going to be really quick, and I'm going to sew all of these with white thread on my overlocker, so once I get it threaded up I can sew them, batch sew the t-shirts, because I can sew them all with white thread. So that's going to be pretty quick. So I think that's everything. The only other thing that I might get done is, like I said in my previous video, I still have a small amount of that mustard star fabric that I bought from Sew Me Sunshine. So I'm hoping that I might have enough to make a sweater for one of my boys, but we'll see. So that's all for today. I am hopefully going to be back with another video, maybe next week. I've got a couple of ideas. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!